monthly wage. Well, let's get more on this now. We're joined by Vanessa Neumann, CEO of the Latin America consultancy, Asymmetrica, and she's joining us live from Washington, D.C. Very good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. Before we get to the politics and all the latest wranglings there, how does Venezuela pull itself out of this economic death spiral that it is in now?
Okay, well, thank you for having me on. We're absolutely clear that the only way we can exit from this crisis is really with a change of government. The Maduro regime is a drug cartel. It is the biggest drug cartel in the world that pretends to call itself a government, and it operates like a cartel. That's part of the reason why it cannot govern. It does not have any credible policies. It has not put forth any credible policies, and it has shown a fundamental unwillingness to do the things that it would take to save the country, to save the economy, and to save its people. So the only way this works is with Maduro out of power. So that's the short answer to the question of how we move forward. The government has to change, and then you have to put in policies that address the currency free fall. Dollarization is an option, possibly is something being discussed in order to stabilize, and to also, because that would also stimulate investment in the all-critical infrastructure like electricity, water that the people need, and then an investment, of course, across any number of productive sectors.
Nicolás Maduro does seem to be under more international pressure now than he's ever been, with the US, Canada, the UK, all recognizing interim President Juan Guaidó now, but the military is still supporting him. So where does that leave, Maduro?
Well, Maduro is, regardless of what he may say and whatever, let's look at the facts. Maduro is very weakened, no matter what he might say, and he gave a big speech today before the Supreme Court, which swore him in, which is illegal according to the Rome Constitution. Let's be clear: Juan Guaidó was not self-proclaimed. He is anointed by the Constitution that these guys wrote. So we or people in the opposition are abiding by the rules set by the regime. It is the regime breaking their own laws. Guaidó is the constitutional president, period. They need to, if the armed forces need to stop their drug trafficking and terrorist financing activities, and they need to come back and defend the Constitution. The negotiation, while I don't know what Maduro is promising them, he's promising them that they think they can hang on, but it's early days. We can see that he's worried because Maduro went on TV and begged the military for their loyalty on national television. If that's not humiliating show of weakness, I don't know what is. And so he's under pressure domestically. Most of the country is starving, and they took millions of people, took all over the country, not just Caracas. The entire country lit up, calling for Maduro to step away and back in Juan Guaidó, who they know is their constitutional leader. So they need to come back into line, and we still have time. They can still have their negotiation. The opposition has not controlled National Assembly, has offered them amnesty, and they would be wise to take it. If they don't take it, what could come down the line is, increasing erosion of Maduro's legitimacy, and then possibly arrest warrants, and others seeking justice for their terrorist financing and drug trafficking activities.
Ms. Neumann, thank you very much for your time and your analysis on this. That is Vanessa Neumann, live in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Thank you very much.